the product. Oh. Yes. We have things to do. The victim. Yes. Yes. Well, Crazy Carl has an issue. Well, a complaint, an annoyance, a gripe. The throttle is inconsistent on the Yaris. So we're doing something about it. Lou, go ahead and cut to intro. Okay. Or whatever. Okay, in the Yaris, as I was talking about before, Carl has an annoyance with this car. Also, hey, crazy kid here doing another thing. Pedal reaction. This here shows the throttle or the pedal position, and this one shows the throttle blade position in the at the manifold. So pedal position and manifold position right here. Okay, so you'll notice it only goes up to 62.4%. That's all the way down. All the way down on the throttle. So yeah, 62.4, and the actual throttle blade opens 81.6%. According to the OBD1 data, but for all intents and purposes, that's 100%, that's 0%. Don't know why that always stays at 18. Okay. Let's see something. Exhaust leak. Love it. Started it up. Ooh. But anyways, he and I've noticed this as well. The throttle is a little inconsistent. So when you're trying to set off gently and gently let the clutch out and feed the gas in, as you do, sometimes it'll react as you would expect. You're gently pressing the gas like down 1, 2, 3%, and sometimes it revs normal, gently, and other times it just goes straight to the moon. Makes it a little hard to set off, and Carl's got really annoyed by it. And I was like, hey, in my silver Scion in there, I got a Roar pedal commander, spent like $180 on it. It's this little thing, you know, has like 4 modes or 5 modes. It's got like Eco, Sport Plus, and Race, and then normal, as if it turns it off, as if it's just the pedal going straight to the ECU. Anyways, yeah, said, oh, well, hey, there's cheap ones on Amazon that aren't name brand that look very similar. Let's try one of those. We get this in, and it is exactly the same thing that I paid $180 for, and this was like $39.99. So yeah, I'm a bit salty, but I tried this out in the Scion already. It works exactly the same as the other one, except the readout makes sense. For whatever reason, Eco mode on the one in my Scion, the name brand Roar pedal commander thing, is SU for Eco, but here it's actually EC. So we'll get into it in a little bit, but I'll show you how to installate this. Inconsistent. I just figured might as well show everything that comes with this. You have your control box here. Well, This plugs into your pedal, and the plug that came out of your pedal plugs into this. So it's a little daisy chain. This just intercepts the signal and does whatever you want with it. Oh, gotta stand in the wet grass. I gotta get down on my knees in the wet grass to get up under here. Ooh, let's see if I can turn that flash on. Okay. You got right here. This plug. It's got a little tab on the back of it. Don't know if I can do this with my left hand. Yeah, hold on. I'll show you when it's unplugged. Whew, someone like super glued that sucker in or something. Whoop, we got that right there, which is this one right here. We're going to plug this in to plug. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about. Put that in right there. Maybe one-handed, possibly. Click, and then this one. All right, what side do you go? Just like this. You plug in to the top. Click. There we go. Now let me get up here. I had to take out this little bolster panel up here just so I could get at it better. So for whatever reason, this came with a lightning port, Apple connector for a data cable. That's just odd. Plug. All right. Let's EC1 Eco real time. There we go. Throttle screen. All right. Yeah, no, we don't need you to connect to his phone sitting in there on the porch. Whoop. Do we still get 100%? Yep. Well, 100% as Toyota sees it. We're in eco mode, and each setting has plus or minus 9. So you want eco mode, but you want it just a little more sensitive. Or you make it a little less sensitive. A little more linear. A little more forgiving. Alright, let's hold my foot at a constant position. Ooh. Come on. 1.6 plus. Huh. I don't know if that changes anything in real time, but change the mode to normal to performance 1, performance 2, performance 3. So, oh, here, let me turn off the flash. And I've held my foot at a same constant position. Again, Eco makes it way less sensitive. Normal, huh. Yeah, it's a little touchy. But normal, 2.4, 2.7, 3.1. Performance 1. Performance 2. Performance 3. I've barely got my foot on the throttle. Press it down. I am... So about 50% throttle down here on your foot is about 100%. I don't get it either. But, so yeah. Performance 3, almost useless. Performance 2, almost useless. Eco is the only reason why I got this thing for my Scion, because pedal's too touchy. So I figure that's what Carl will be using most. I'll be back showing how I'm going to affix this here, like Carl wants. Alright, we got our little controller screen attached here. Carl specifically wanted the sticky tape, the 3M side thing on the edge here that's hanging off to be left, not, you know, leave the plastic over. That's what he said. So it will snap in here without this sticking to right here. So that's what I've done. Alright, we're gonna move on to routing the plug. So what I've done here is I've gotten well, first of all, I unscrewed this one screw here inside the cup holder, popped this side of the dash up, pulled that out of its tab, so I could use this circular file right here to make a tiny little gap there, and up here on this part of the dash, to accommodate that wire and not squish it, because over time the car turning and the frame shifting the slight bits that it does as it drives around, over time that might squish and damage the wires inside here, and that wouldn't be good, because if he's driving around one day and some damage occurs to this wire because it's finally been pinched through by this dash, and he loses all throttle control, I don't know how the car will react. If it'll put it at 100% throttle or just go to 0, and then yeah, either situation, not good. So yes, I'm doing my part to keep this a safe install. So with this dash up out, or pushed back down again, this cable can move in and out pretty freely, so it's not being pinched in between there, and I'm happy with it. And got the cable routed up through there, down, up through here, and the controller box and extra cable is tucked away behind the carpeting, so it won't get in his way. He won't kick it. Well, no more than he... You know what? He'll kick the crap out of it. We'll get it. I'll get it up out of the way for his big oaf feet. Got everything completely installed and buttoned up, and I'm gonna take it for a little test drive to see if it's even easier than it was before. And I'll get Crazy Carl to tell you guys what he thinks at some point. Well, first drive complete. I give it an okay. It's slightly less sensitive so that you can set off easier without it just wildly revving out of control for no freaking reason when you're just trying to gently set off, not dump the clutch, spin the tires, because there's no traction control. But it do work. It do work pretty good. I'm still getting used to driving a manual vehicle, but for me, having a more dead gas pedal is a lot easier to use than a touchy one. I'm sure Carl will appreciate it when he's just wanting to putt around.
I've been trying the new throttle command, and it does help. I was actually just going uphill on gravel. I'm going to be starting on gravel with a slight backhill slope. And as you can see, it's so much easier to get the right amount of throttle with it on eco to start off on loose gravel without spinning a wheel. And it's a little better reverse as well on gravel. And I'm still playing with it. You change the settings and it adjusts the throttle position or whatever. Still playing with that. 3 seems to work pretty good. Seems to be pretty happy. I've not had anything really tough, loose, really loose, sinky gravel today. But yeah. So far I'm really liking it. And I have no idea why the light's on. I just realized that. Let's turn that off. There we go. But yeah, that thing seems to help a lot with throttle response. It's actually a full throttle now, so you have 100% instead of having it go back and forth from being back and forth to about 10-15%. It's good linear. And the sport modes aren't real useful for starting off, but if you're having some fun in corners and stuff, then they're fun. You'll switch between them while you're doing some active driving. I tried that earlier, and that was pretty fun, so that'd be really useful on a course or something. And, okay. I did facing the wrong way. I scared a groundhog. But yeah, so overall, I really like this. It seems to do a good improvement on the throttle response and being able to control what kind of response you get, so it's not quite as jumpy. And also, so you have a quicker response with the sports modes when you're actually in gear, so you're constantly moving. You're not needing low RPM. That's it. I'm impressed with this little under $40 adapter thingy. It seems to work really good. So that's it for this episode of Crazy Carl Projects. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, well, don't suffer alone. Find someone else to torture with it. And until next time, have a good one.